This is just a video, more of a rant, to spark some conversation, and hopefully for someone out there it saves you from making a very expensive decision to go to a 4-year degree that will not only cost you lots of money but time as well. So what's up guys, it's your girl Nicole.Young and welcome back to my channel. So this is not going to be a super long video. It's just a conversation I think that we need to have in a community like this one. When you are learning new skills, I think oftentimes, especially in places like America, in this Western world that we live in, it's often the misconception that you have to pay for good education. And especially in the present time with so many digital resources, with something like Google available, that's just not true as much as it used to be. I want to preface this by saying that yes, I went to a 4-year school, and yes, I studied something outside of computer science, and no, I don't use most, if not any, of what I learned in that degree. And that is partially why I feel the way I do about this subject, but also if you are someone that is interested in getting in software engineering or web development, I feel like there are so many other alternatives. I really am just trying to save at least one person from spending tens of thousands of dollars getting a 4-year degree, where the majority of the benefit that you are going to get out of that degree is going to be the social aspects.
I think colleges are basically for fun and to prove you can do your chores, but they're not for learning.
Now, let me also put a little fair warning in here. I'm specifically talking about software engineering. I know that there are other career paths in tech that still require a degree. They want to see that you have your PhD or that you have at least a bachelor's in the specific field that you're going to be working in, and I completely understand that. So there are a number of reasons why I feel like there are better alternatives than a 4-year college or a degree to getting into this field specifically. The first reason is because of the money. Please, if this is the field for you, why spend tens of thousands of dollars getting into a 4-year degree when you could spend a fraction of that and get a bootcamp certification or take a certification program and be able to immediately jump into the workforce and start making money? If I could do it again and I knew that I was going to end up in tech, I would have 100% skipped the 4-year degree and went into a bootcamp program out of college and used all of that extra tens of thousands of dollars that I still owe, to be honest, and I would have put it towards other things that I love to do, like travel or literally anything else. I think in a field like software engineering, experience is more valued than your educational background. And I predict that that's only going to continue to be the case across the board in the industry, because college and university is not teaching you how to be a good programmer. It's not. If you go into an intensive program or teach yourself how to program, you're going to be able to enter the job force in less time, I would guess, than you would in a 4-year college. And what you are learning is exactly what you need to start getting into the job force. And when that happens, say person A takes that route and person B goes to a 4-year college, person A is going to have 4 years of experience under their belt by the time person B finishes their degree. And guess what? Person B is probably still going to have to go into some type of program to learn what they need to get into a software engineering job right out of college anyway. And that brings me to my last point, and that is that academia works way different than the tech industry. They couldn't be more opposite. The tech industry is all about innovation. It is constantly changing. We are constantly trying to find ways to outdo ourselves in tech. So in order to thrive in this industry, you have to continue to learn. You have to continue to adapt to the changes being made. In academia, there is a hierarchy and a system of checks and balances that colleges and universities have to go through in order to make even smallest changes in their curriculum and in their teaching methods and all of those things. So I've seen this happen where you might enter into school in a particular program like computer science. By the time you graduate, what you have learned may be outdated. I mean, there are, like, you can learn the history of things and the foundational aspects, but what you need to learn to get into the job force, you know, the newest languages, the newest versions of the languages, how to program, how to, you know, learning how to learn in a way to keep up with the industry. I feel like that is not stuff that you are taught in most programs in these universities. And because of that, I find a 4-year degree to be a big waste if your goal is to be a software engineer. So let me know what you think. This is my personal opinion. I am not in any way like saying that you shouldn't go or knocking anyone who did go to college and university to pursue something like this, because I've done it as well. But I do think that there are better ways if your ultimate goal is to get into software engineering. If tech is what drives you, if that is what you are passionate about, I find that just becoming a person that knows how to learn constantly is going to be of more value to you than being able to memorize a ton of facts and regurgitate them on exams and quizzes and things like that that we are often taught to do in academia. So I don't know, I feel like this is a little testy of a subject, but if you liked what I'm saying or you're interested in any of my other videos, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. I've been sharing a lot of my bootcamp journey and my journey of making the switch into tech. You know, here it's a very big, loving community where we support each other on our decisions of making a switch into this industry. So definitely check us out. There's lots of links in the description below. Anyway, guys, I love you. I'm rooting for you, and I can't wait to see